Hello everybody and welcome to the highlights from week 1, round 1 at Camino del Mar from the BJ&Co Society. So on hole 1, we got Ben, nice drive in the fairway and dropping it nice and tight to the pin on his second shot for a nice easy birdie. And Savvy a little rough off the beginning, in the canyon on first shot, in the canyon on the second shot, brings it up, shy. Can he chip it in? Maybe. No, still leaving it short. Shaking off some rust, first spin back, and making a nice drain for a bogey here. Not too much action on the par 3 second, but we've got Ben again on fire to start, sticking it nice and tight with his first shot, and bringing a nice 6-foot putt right into the cup to wrap it up. And on to the par 4 third hole. Here, off the bat, you can see Ben's playing beachy to beachy, trying to chip it close and just misses the wrong side of the ridge. Looks like it's going to stop, but no. There it goes. Goes. Leaving him for a very long 122-foot birdie putt, or par putt. And gets it close, but can't quite finish. So dropping a stroke after the first 2 birdies. On to the par 3 fourth. And Ben's tee shot, little waylaid off to the left-hand side of the green. Trying to get it tight to make things moving. Thanks RXX for the follow. And getting it there, but not super close. Can he make the par? No, leaves it outside. So dropping another shot back to even. Can't keep up those 2 birdies, but right on his heels we've got Chris, Gerudo King, and he is just dropping a dart right in there. Looks to be about 5 feet, 6 feet. Can he make it? Beautiful little birdie there to pull into the lead. And on the par 4 fifth, we've got Squinty driving into the rough, but putting a nice one on the green for his approach shot. And about 30-foot putt here, a nice little curve to it. Is it gonna drop? And it does. And we got Ben in the beach. I think landing in the beach again. So Beach Boy Ben puts it on the green. Not great. 16-ish feet. Can he drop it? No. Oh, Bogey Boy Ben now. 3 bogeys in a row, dropping even further. Savvy in the fairway on his drive. And a very, very nice approach shot here, sticking it nice and tight. And is his putter going to behave for him? 5 feet to the hole. And drains it for another birdie, going even. And hitting in on the 6th par 4. Where are we going to go? That looks slow and that looks canyony. That'll be ugly. Can he get it up on the green? Well, it's going. That should be decently makeable if the putter's behaving. And nope, stayed way outside the whole time. Ben, get your putting going. But so another bogey. 3 bogeys in a row. But now Chris coming up right behind him. Put his drive into the bunker. His approach coming up into the green. Will he be able to get it close and get it in? Well, it sure as hell looks like it. Nice chip in, Chris. On the 7th, we've got Squinty, one behind the leader from the fairway bunker. Approach shot nice and close, about 4 feet to the hole, and easily draining his birdie. Followed by Savvy right out of the fairway. Getting his approach up there, up pin high onto the green, 10-ish foot putt, 12, 14, 15 feet, and drains it. And on the par 3 eighth, we've got Gerudo King, who's tied for the lead right now, hitting up and just missing short, getting the chip up. Again, a little slow and short. Putt. Can he sink this? 10 feet, just leaving it outside, so drops a stoke, leaving Squinty in the lead. On to the par 5 ninth. Ben's looking to make up some ground. Getting his approach in there. Nice and tight right off the pin to drain the birdie and make up a shot to go to +1. Savvy following him up. Making another approach. Not quite as on pin, but looking nice. Going to finish almost pin high. Got about a 19-foot putt for the birdie. Is his putter going to behave? And yeah, he's coming around the turn. We've got our leader, Squinty, at -2. Actually tied for the lead right now with Savvy. Going for this drivable par 4. Almost sticking it on. Just going through. Getting a very fast chip. Trying to play the break. Keeping it close. And maybe, just maybe, dropping the birdie to move 1 stroke ahead to -3. Chris coming up close on his heels. Seeing if he can make it. Playing the safe shot. putting it right down into the middle of the fairway with his approach. Putting it through there a little slow, and by a little slow, a lot. Leaves it short. Can he be on in 3? Chips going close. Beautiful, and puts the par in to keep going. And we've got Sabby ripping it out there, trying to make the green, and not quite going to do it. Going to put it in that greenside bunker, chipping it up, and with that chip, putting it nice and close, relatively, maybe about 12 feet. 12 feet for the putt. Can he make this to stay tied with Squinty? And it's curling just to the back door, but won't go in. So dropping 1 stroke from Squinty, or Squinty pulling ahead by 1. And finally, the last drive on this beautiful par 10. Ben going very aggressive, rolling right through the green and setting himself up for a chip. Just wants to get it on that second tier and overshooting it by a little bit and rolling back off of the green. 3rd chip's the charm. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, and Rob bounces right out and finishing for the par. On to the reachable par 5 11th. We've got Squinty, our leader, bombing his second shot in there and leaving it just to the top of the ridge, making the putt. Good chance at eagle and just a bit outside, but finishing up to move to 4 under with this birdie here. Followed right behind by Chris, 2 shots back from our leader. Getting it up there, just past the bunker, trying to roll it up, and just a bit shy. The chip for the eagle, giving it a good chance, but not quite making it in. And the birdie putt drains it to stay 2 shots back from our leader. And finally, Ben at +1, making his shot, just like on the 10th, sending it a little bit further than he needs to, just past the ridge, giving himself a chance for eagle, but a fairly long putt. And getting it up there, the break's doing it, but not curling near what he needed. So dropping it in for birdie to go to even. On to the par 4 12th, we've got Squinty, our leader at -4, getting his approach in there, right to the back of the green, about 33 feet for his birdie. Putting it on out there, it looks online and doesn't quite make it. He gave it a good chance, but another 14 feet and putting it in there to stay where he's at. And leaves it on the same side. So dropping a stroke to -3 here. And we've got Ben, Bogey Boy Ben, coming on in. His approach shot, nice and fast. Going to leave himself quite a long putt here for birdie. With the ridge. Going to push it. And it's going and going and going. And can't even hold it on the green. Getting the chip in to try to get it close. And saves par with the chip there. The par 3 13th, we've got Ben knocking up his approach shot to just the back left edge of the area of the green, trying to leave himself a nice birdie putt, but it's a little long. This could bring him to 2 shots back from the leaders, though, if it will go, and it does. Continuing with the momentum from the previous hole, Ben's hitting his approach up and drops it right into the bunker, trying to get it on up to the green, but leaving it just on the front edge here and rolling back, not quite on. So a 3rd chip here, trying to get it close. Relatively good, but still not much of a chance to go deep. Drops his bogey. On to the long par 3 15th. We've got our co-leader Squinty hitting it out there, missing to the left and into the brush. Trying to bring it back on up with a fast chip. It's going to leave him a long birdie putt. It's relatively straight. Can he drop it? It's curling. It's curling. Too much. Just leaves it past and drains his bogey to drop 1 shot to -2. Followed right behind by our other co-leader, Chris the Gerudo King, and hitting this slow, dropping it almost in the bunker, but somehow manages to find land there, chipping it up, trying to get it close, and just can't go it over the ridge, putting it deep down onto the far side of the green. So he decides to chip it, take a massive divot out of the green, get it close, can't drop the par, but is able to sink the bogey to stay tied with the illustrious Squinty. In the home stretch on the 16th, we've got a 3-way tie with Gerudo King, Savvy, and Squinty. Gerudo King hitting his approach and leaving it a little short, chipping on up or pitching on up to try to get it nice and close, and it's moving, but a bit of a putt to still go to save his par. Relatively straight though, so can the break behave? Will it? Will it? Maybe, yes, maybe, no, it just stays outside. So Chris the Gerudo King dropping 1 stroke from the leaders. Out of the par 4 17th with our co-leaders again, we got Squinty hitting his approach up, Hitting it short, but rolling it nicely on up, tight to the hole, 6 feet, and trying to drain his birdie to push himself out ahead of the pack, and drops it in quite nicely. And Savvy right on his heels, trying to hold that position, hitting his approach. Little fast, and it's coming in. Will it stay on the green? It's bouncing, and it won't roll, so it'll stay just off. So trying to chip it in to stay tight with Squinty. Gets it rolling, and rolling, and rolling, but not quite on the break enough. So leaving it about 4 feet. Stay a shot back, and just doesn't go. So dropping a stroke on this hole, so Squinty is now ahead by 2. And into our final hole, this par 5 is easily makeable. Squinty out of the fairway sand, putting it on beautifully, trying to hold on to his lead, giving himself a good 18-foot chance for eagle, but it breaks quite a bit. Can he play the break? It's curling a bit too much. Can't quite make it, but leaving him a nice short birdie putt that he's easily able to make to finish -4 for the round, and the leader of the tournament at this point. Right on his heels, we've got Savvy sitting at -1, trying to make some ground up and catch up to him, sending this beautifully curved shot right onto the green. Going to leave himself a nice putt, a little bit downhill. Not going to have to deal with as much curve as Squinty did. It's even coming back a bit with that curve right towards the hole, so good chance that he could come right on the heels. Can he make that eagle putt? It's going, it's curling, and it just rims in. So that is the end of this round, guys. We have Squinty coming in right off the bat with the -4 to be the leader at this point in time. Savvy, as you saw, came in with the -3. Some notables that you didn't see any content for was Salvager, RC Savvy, and Doogie all coming in there tied with Savvy at the -3. We've got Chris coming in at the -1, and finally bringing up the rear, we've got Ben with the even par round going into round 2.